Remember you talking about Notes from Africa and how you couldn't sleep until you recorded it. Is it the way you compose, or is it more methodical, as in layer by layer? There's three methods in which I write. One is with a template in my DAW. DAW stands for Digital Audio Workstation, like Pro Tools, Logic, Cubase, Ableton, things such as this. I'll have a template set up where I have my studio in the most efficient way possible. I try and eliminate as many options as I can because I like to be able to capture things immediately. In the template, there is a drum machine and there's pre-assigned tracks for any sort of eventuality that may be improvisationally pertinent to the idea that comes to my head. I record those, and then I start to catalog them in terms of which section it is that that particular session is focused on. For example, the demo session will be called demo, but it will also, if it evolves into an idea that I feel emotionally is significant to me during that particular period of time, I then start to add on, and by adding it on, I do sub-mixes. So I'll take that initial demo session, mix it down to a stereo file, move it into a new session called keyboards or guitars or whatever I'm inspired to write, and then go from there. But Notes from Africa started in another, I would say the second way, and that is when ideas present themselves to me. And ideas present themselves to me either something will start spinning around in my head or an idea will start going, but often they come in dreams, right? You know, like a teenage boy. So here, in fact, the fact I got my phone here is actually convenient because I can show you. What I do is I'll wake up with an idea in my head, and I'll think, oh my God, I haven't recorded that. And so I record it. I said this last night. I record it and I send it to myself, but I didn't have my phone on stage last night. So you can hear some of these recordings that I make for myself that I mail to myself in the morning. Effervescent off of Epicloud was one of those. Ia was another. Awake. A lot of songs happen this way. So let's see what we've got here. Okay, so this song is called Keanu Mid. I think I had a dream that Keanu Reeves was in. So, honestly. So this is what I mailed myself this year. Mid. Oh, no, that's one with the guitar. So, okay, wait. I gotta find one that's like really bad. Verse. Still guitar. I have to physically get my guitar. Bass. Got turned up. Wait. Okay. Now then I woke up and I wrote down the dream. Let me tell you what that was supposed to be. So this actually is a thing, and I really want to do that because I thought it was awesome. There it doesn't quite sound as awesome. So I sent it to my buddy who actually works for Fractal, and he was just like, oh, okay. But I sent the whole thing, I did the hi, and then I sent this frantic email to him at first thing in the morning. So I'm just gonna find it, 2 seconds. Okay, I was in a white house coat with a bunch of Western people on a dirt road. Then all of a sudden there was a sign that everyone was supposed to assemble for a spiritual meeting, and everyone started walking up a hill. I was unhappy to be with Westerners, but kept going. Everyone started chanting hi, 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 hi at intervals of a casual tempo. It started softly and I found myself on my own headed up a hill on a path. I realized people were headed both directions. My interval in the collective chord was odd but nice. Then it became louder and I realized it was not only Westerners. The time to change notes started to become obvious around every measure, basically. The high, high, high became so loud and so transcendent, I could hear the upper harmonics with women, and the chords, when they changed on every measure, became a fascinating chord. Major to major to major. It didn't matter what note everyone changed to on their own accord. It formed a monumental and colossal new movement, ascending towards some transcendental peak. The sound was so beautiful, man. Makes any music one person could come up with sound ridiculous by comparison. And then the third method I spoke of is I just jam with people. All right, so I'm gonna do that one. It's gonna be fucking awesome. But it's like, well, see, in order to do these ones properly, you have to like really articulate them well. I think this is the biggest problem that I run into when I like empath or strapping or infinity or anything. It's like, I can never do it as good as it's supposed to be. It will never be right. But I think that if you're following that sort of, that trajectory of trying to reach these impossible peaks, you know, it's like the whole thing is like you can shoot for the sky or shoot for the stars, but if you only get to the top of the tree, at least you're making some progress, right?